Alright, today I'm going to be talking about something I saw at ICast a few years ago, and I kind of forgot about it until I saw it here at a local tackle shop here in Sebastian, and that is the Egg Aerator. Now, what I liked about this when I first saw it, this is it's a aerator, and what's cool about this, it actually floats in the bucket, the whole thing, so you don't have to have a pump on the outside of the cooler or your bucket. And also I like the fact that the stone is right underneath it. So in most cases, whenever I put my stone into a bucket, you shouldn't have it on the bottom. The stone should be maybe 3 inches from the top. This automatically holds it there. It does have extra hoses, so you can go, if you want it deeper, you can put it deeper. But 3 inches off from the top is a perfect spot for it. And what kind of interests me with it, because I'm not really a live bait person, but I just did not like the sound of the pump. Anytime I was on my paddleboard and paddling around, I just loved the quietness of it. And having that pump just running all the time, it irritated me. So, but like I say, it wasn't that many times I actually used live bait. So, curious to see how this thing works. I'm going to take it out of the package here soon, try it, and put it through the test. Neat thing about it, it runs for 9 hours on one AA battery, where the standard pumps run on 2 D batteries, and the one that I like is a really inexpensive one. Just runs on 1 D battery. It's noisy, but it works really well. So I'm kind of curious to see how this thing holds up, and also how it holds up to salt water. So right now I'm going to be putting it through the test. Alright, right now I'm getting ready to do a sound check and also see what kind of bubbles it puts out versus this is the one I usually use, and it's worked really well for me. But this one here, I'm going to sit there, put it in the cooler that I normally use. I'm going to check for sound as well as how much bubbles it puts out. First, Tsunami air pump, runs on 1 D battery, but it's been my go-to. Clips on the side. So, a fair amount of bubbles. There's the lid. Like I say, the thing I didn't like about this was the noise. So I'm going to check out the egg. Now, one thing they said about this egg is don't throw it in the bucket. You don't want to put it in there. You don't want it to go on its side because it takes in air at the very top. And this is the same area where you turn the battery on. So you just twist this, you tighten it up. You can hear it run. Blows bubbles out of the end. It does have an extender. You can put a longer bubble or tube on there if you want to get it deeper, but this is perfect for what I want. Seems to put out a decent amount of bubbles for a little, for a little AA battery. Let's check the sound once we close it. Yeah, you can hear a little bit, but nothing compared to before. So, definitely like that aspect of it being a lot more quieter than, let's say, this on the side of a cooler versus that. So I can still hear it, but it's quite a bit quieter. 5-gallon bucket, you're still going to hear it. You're going to hear it more than you do in an insulated cooler like this. It's pretty cool. I mean, so far so good. Things I suggest is don't throw it into a bucket because the air comes in through this cap and blows through it. Also, they say you can tie a line to that little orange ring there and tie it to a corner of your cooler so it doesn't bounce around too much. But the big question with this is how well is it going to hold up to salt water? So, and how long does it actually last? So I'm going to put it through the test. I'm going to report back to you and let you know how well it works. But I do like the fact that it is a lot quieter. I can still hear it in the cooler, but it's not nearly as noticeable as it was with a pump on the outside. So it's kind of cool because you can throw it if you got a you've got a bait well on a in a boat and you need just have an aerator on it for a time. You can just throw this into that. So it's gonna be cool. It's gonna be cool, I think. Time will tell. See how it holds up to saltwater environment. But I'll let you know. Till next time, this is Pete Hink. We'll talk to you later.